Poland Daily Business Edition. Tonight we will talk about China and how the China reacts to Poland. Our guest and specialist on the field is Maria Kądzielska of Rzeczy Weekly. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You basically returned from the Far East and you know the stories firsthand, so please tell us, do the Chinese know that there is a European country called Poland and how to pronounce the name and basically how to make business with us?
Yes, so just on Saturday I came from Shenzhen, which is a huge 12 million people city in China. And I was able there to meet with one of the CEOs of Huawei, who started talking to journalists, to Polish journalists, with words, "I wish that Huawei would be so strong and so fierce in fighting as Poland during the World War II." And then he said that...
Hopefully not with the same results.
Hopefully not the same results, exactly. But he also said that at school they learn about three Polish people, and that is Copernicus, Maria Skłodowska-Curie, and Chopin, of course.
Fantastic.
So they focus mostly on science and on technology, and that's what's actually their main interest also when it comes to Poland. And I was talking to a lot of Chinese people about Poland, also the workers of Huawei, but some experts, and they told me, first of all, that we focus too much on politics, that the whole nation is, and also the media talks all the time about politics, and that we waste a lot of time on it instead of just looking forward and trying to find innovations and try to...
This is what you've heard from the Chinese people who are actually know something about Poland. They are observing our little playing ground here from the far distance.
Yes, that's what they told me. And they told me also one thing that, for example, in China, when they have a new innovation, first they implement it on the market and it works. First, they try to see how it works on the market. And so when they have a WeChat instead of American communication, so instead of Messenger or Instagram or WhatsApp, and through WeChat, they also can make payments right now. And it started around a year ago, and it worked for a year totally without any regulations. And now the regulations are created. So that's what they told me, is that the government knows that they cannot keep up with innovations as quickly as they are created, because it goes too quickly, and they want it to go quickly. They want people to find new ways. So first you can easily implement something on a market, and then regulations come.
Let us return to this Polish question. Are there any Polish products that the Chinese would accept from us?
Yes. That's the thing. Especially Polish products, when it comes to all kinds of food, so milk or milk products, cheese, but also meat. We have a great meat, like our quality of meat, of milk products, of apples, of all fruits is really one of the best in the world. Our cheese is better than, and they know it when they try it. But on the other hand,
how can they try it if it's not on the market?
Of course, when they come to Poland or when they have any contacts. But this is what they told me, that Polish companies have no recognition of Chinese market. But even though Chinese market is huge, and of course there are a few billion people who need to buy all of those products, we make absolutely no advertisement there. There's no commercials, and commercials specific for Chinese market. I mean, it is already a developed market. Those are people who also need to know more. We do have
trading organization, the fruit producers, the meat producers. There is a Polish Chamber of Commerce that should organize this kind of effort, because the imbalance in trade is amazing. It's like 20 billion euro versus 12 or 10 or something like that. It's like 1 to
Yes,
20
two
difference.
weeks ago, I was on a trip with our Prime Minister Morawiecki to Dubrovnik on the summit to meet also Prime Minister of China. And on a meeting with journalists, our Prime Minister underlined very strongly that we want to change the difference between import and export between China and Poland. But it won't be possible
Will be able to demand from China to accept Polish products on their market?
They want to. Actually, they already want to, because we have very good quality on many levels. But what we have to do, like our Polish the Chief of Commerce, the staff, it shouldn't be 100 people. We should send them there 10,000 people who will go and try to make a recognition of Chinese
with a
market.
particular goal, like dispatch them to the local cities and just go from one store to another. This is our list of products. We can deliver it to you. Like from next month on or something like that. Yeah?
Yes, and to try to copy their advertisement and get to people, because an average Chinese person knows nothing about Poland and has no image. So what we have to do, and that's a huge role of our government as well, is to create an image of Poland. As a Switzerland have an image of a great chocolate and cheese and low taxes, and Germany has an image of a great quality cars, we should have an image, for example, of great quality food. And like Poland is already...
Are there any industrial products they can accept from us, except copper, which goes as a raw product?
Makeup and all beauty industry. Poland is a 20th
There is a famous company, Ingold, right?
Yes, and Poland is a 20th economy right now in the world with no global brand recognition. And the only brand recognition in the world right now is England becoming one in the world.
As a private businessman here from Warsaw who ran the stores and found out that the one store in Saudi Arabia or in Dubai makes the turnover comparing to the whole stores in Warsaw.
But we have, of course, other companies like in beauty industry which make products of a good quality in low prices, and that is a huge opportunity. Also, our Prime Minister already talked about it, but it's still too little. When he goes to Dubrovnik and he meets only for 20 minutes with Chinese Prime Minister, he should also take many or CEOs and representatives of different companies, so they can talk about their specific problems and really represent it, because it won't go from up only.
This is like popular demand. I can imagine that every single prime minister of every single Western country has the same problem, because everyone has this imbalance with China. And our hope, ladies and gentlemen, is in beauty products. So says Marysia Kądzielska. Thank you very much for participation in this show. And that was it for tonight's Poland Daily Business.